Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Yesterday, Kesa Baba said, "Where is he?" You see that 3 times. It's very easy. First he said, all in the Krishna and all. Oh, they closed the Leela and they went back. And then he said, it never go. Krishna never go out of Vrindavan or Radharani. Right? Both things. Means if you go through the history, his first was right. If you go with really with the spiritual realization, last was right. He never go out. So you want to be historical person or you want to be realize yourself? Both are right. So these are the logic circumstances. We have to go more higher than that.
So we are reading Shri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse 67. O Shri Radha, I remember the beauty of your breasts, the blissful, fresh, fragrant, blooming jasmine garland in your braid, the bright spot of sindoor that beautifies your forehead and your part, your incomparably effulgent, sidelong glances, and your beautiful and loving, blissful, moon-like smile. O Shri Radha, I remember the beauty of your breasts, the blissful, fresh, fragrant, blooming jasmine garland in your braid, the bright spot of sindoor that beautifies your forehead and your part, your incomparably effulgent, sidelong glances, and your beautiful and loving, blissful, moon-like smile. Although Shripada relishes the sweetness of the divine couple, his feelings of mindness are really meant for Shri Radha. She likes Mohana because he is Radha's lover, not for any other reason. Srimati Radha's hair is not a mundane physical transformation. It is made out of loving thoughts about Krishna that grow out of her head.
Lord, since hair is a thoughts, how much she is thinking, this thinking coming out through the hair. And when I see hair, it's all thoughts. What she is thinking for Krishna, this is in the form of the hair. Why we save the hair, Because what is my thoughts? If it's not material, then what you not clean it? So that was the reason of the hair. Is the thoughts change in the form of the hair. From my childhood, my thoughts grow through hair, my thinking, and her thoughts only for Krishna. So this hair is full of beauty. 1 point. So here is the value. Because of that, we save the hair to fresh our thoughts. And my old thoughts was material. Now I want to develop my spiritual thoughts. Only I want to develop the thoughts for Radha. And that will grow through the hair. Sri Radha. Wow. And this jasmine flower is also a beauty. Because jasmine flower, two type of flower. One is a old, 2 days before flower has no beauty, high. But this jasmine flower is fresh. Fresh means now I see. It's a fresh flower, and this air with the thoughts of you, your Krishna, your our lover, Krishna, one pointedness, that makes me, yeah.
Srimati Radha's hair.
Huh?
No, that Prema was saying that she always, when is in front of the temple or in meditation, she feels that she's combing Srimati Radharani, putting jasmine flowers, and now she.
Sri, this is the beauty. You put the flower on hair of Radhika because her thoughts is always for his lover. And so do you appreciate this thought, how she is fixed one point. So by her mercy, we will also become one point. We are many pointed, so our hair also grow in the form of many points. So time to time, they want to clean that because many points thoughts never fix us. We have to fix with one pointedness. Yes, Rajasundar, understand? Yes.
Srimati Radha's hair is not a mundane physical transformation. It is made of loving thoughts about Krishna that grow out of her head. What can it be compared to in this world? Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj writes in Govinda Lilamrita, when they see Shri Radhika's hair disheveled after her amorous pastimes, the deer flee into the mountains, and the peacocks flee into the forest, afraid of embarrassment. The maidservant winds freshly fragrant jasmine garland.
Just wait. Why deer go to the forest? What is the reason of it? He remember by this way that he not deviate from his goal. Deer is a harin, right? Deer has a kasturi in the navel, right? And it has come a smell of this flavor, and he is thinking from where it is coming, this flavor. And this flavor he watched in the forest, every tree, every place. Maybe he's coming from outside, but this flavor is inside. So he flew again back to the forest. Why he come to the town of other places to search his flavor of kasturi. So he ran back to the forest to find his flavor. Because in the forest he can meditate for that flavor. There is no disturbance. But in the out of forest, there is many distractions are there. So he cannot meditate for the flavor of his kasturi. So he go to the forest that he can easily meditate the flavor what he is searching for. This becomes distract when he goes out from the forest. Means the deer conscious people who has a one goal to search about himself. This search can only possible when he is in the isolated place, alone, peaceful place, where everyone is peaceful like a forest, and everyone is happy and easy to search this, living in my goal. That is meaning of the forest. no much disturbance like a city. Second thing, peacock nature, they are not like any other animals, not like any other human. They never meet physically with the ladies and gents. They are never physical relation. What is that peacock? What is the line?
So when they see Sri Radhika's hair disheveled after her amorous pastimes, the deer flee into the mountains, and peacocks flee into the forest, afraid of embarrassment.
You see, and peacock goes to the forest, and peacock goes to the mountain where he is isolated. Why peacock goes? Because he can dance easily. Male peacock can dance, and female peacock can see. And when they are too much in ecstasy, then peacocks see their feet. Everybody is very beautiful, but the feet are not good of peacock. So male peacock see when the feet, or they are sweating, too much dancing, then sweating, or the tears come from the eyes of male peacock. Then female peacock drink that, and they conceive this child. So Krishna keep the peacock feather because of that, of the purity of that peacock. And when we keep the purity in our spiritual form, that we are jiva, we are out of this body, that this nature is like a peacock. And dear nature we develop in our life. Understand? Only these persons want to be peace, where they can realize about the flavor and they can realize the beauty of the dance and sweating. They can relish. They see the beauty of that. So fixed. Right. Yeah.
Why they are embarrassed, right? Embarrassment. How they embarrassed?
Because they cannot compare with her hair.
They embrace. They are so fixed. After they cannot compare themselves because this hair is more fixed than them. Deer is fixed for searching the smell. Peacock is fixed not to be spiritually. Is identification of the living Sarup in your soul consciousness, Jiva consciousness. So they have no physical connections. They have a connection. They love each other, but they don't use physical. Third love is a deep subject. So they cannot compare themselves. Beauty of hair of Radhika is more fixed than that. Because this grow and big hair become and never deviate. They are deviate, so they want to go. But Radhika never deviate. They are out, they want to go in again. But Radhika never deviate. This is the subject of meditation and relaxation. Right. Deep thoughts. Go on. Go on.
The maidservant winds a freshly fragrant jasmine garland in this braided hair, and then rolls it up into a knot. How brilliantly beautiful that jasmine wreath looks when it is half falling out of this knot, because Krishna touched it during amorous moments. How brilliantly beautiful that jasmine wreath looks when it is half falling out of this knot, because Krishna touched it during amorous moments. The maidservant is so fortunate to relish this beauty through the doings of Mohana. Her heart and mind are stolen by this vision. How beautiful is that spot of sindur on Radhika's enchanting forehead. It defeats even the beauty of the rising sun in a cloudy sky. Bodhu Chandli Dasa sings, how beautiful that spot of sindur becomes when Radhika meets with Krishna. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami said in Vilap Kusumanjali, O Devi, when can I draw a line of sindur on your part with a jeweled pencil that will beautify his hair also? There is something more for us to attain than the natural beauty of Radhika's form. During some special pastime, the sindur from her part can stick to his hair. It seems then that the decoration I had made has been spoiled, but actually that is the crowning of my work. When I can see it spoiled in this way.
Very deep, both flower also and this sindoor also. Very deep to go. So feel this, that flower is a flavor. And this flavor attract to Krishna. Flavor make attract Krishna. And the thinking of Radhika like a hair, it attracts us. Big hair, big thinking all the time for Krishna. And this Dasi, Manjaris put the hair, the flower, black hair, white flower, is also very attractive. And when they meet each other, Krishna wants to touch the hair, and the flower also destroy. And the flowers start coming out from the what is it? When the thread is broken, then it comes out. That create more beauty. For whom? To the Manjaris. And red is a sindoor. Sindoor, red means nature of passion. Krishna become more and more anxious. And he forget that this color can come to my hair also. And when the Manjari see this red in Krishna, it becomes more beautiful for them. Not only my Swami is passionate, both are passionate. Their feelings grow to see happy to them. Sri Radha. This is the Manjari how relishing. Go on. How the Manjaris become happy and success they feel of their service.
It seems then that the decoration I had made has been spoiled, but actually that is the crowning of my work.
Yeah, they want to, lover can spoil my decoration, and that is the reason of doing this, of Manjari. then they have again searched Sri Radha. Yeah.
When I can see it, spoiled in this way, Shripada directly experienced the deep redness of that spot of sindoor during such pastime.
Sri Radha.
But now he thinks, alas, where is now that forehead, beautified with that deep red spot of sindoor? If I cannot be so fortunate to see it directly, then let me at least remember it. Shri Radhika's glances are filled with Mahabhav and are able to fully control Mohana, who otherwise plays freely in Vrindavana like a wild young elephant. Shripada writes, the corners of her eyes naturally emit streams of the essence of sweetness, coming from the ocean of transcendental amorous Rasa. The corners of her eyes naturally emit streams of the essence of sweetness, coming from the ocean of transcendental amorous Rasa. That stream of sweetness is able to make Mohana, who is bliss personified, faint. I pray that I may remember the beauty of these glances, the splendor of Radhika's moon-like smile is easily victorious over the splendor of ordinary moonbeams. The pleasant moonlight may be able to soothe and illuminate the external world, but the moonbeam smiles of Shri Radhika can illuminate also the darkness in Krishna's desperate heart and make it smooth. Gita Govinda. Krishna sits at proud Radha's feet and prays. If you even say a few words, the moonlike splendor of your teeth removes the deep darkness of my heart. This smile is so splendid because it shines with prema. Nobody but her can create such waves of ecstasy in Krishna, who is Ananda Gana Vigraha, the personification of transcendental bliss. Shripada wants to remember the brightly white moonbeams of Radhika's smile. Finally, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda